How do people know?
I see you, Becky.
Hey guys, welcome back to our
That's
channel.
why.
Today we just bought a new camera.
They're gonna see my pores.
We just bought a new lens for a camera because our lens, it broke out of literally nowhere, so we have been cameraless for like a week. That's why our last few videos have been on iPhone.
That's why there hasn't been any video.
Yeah, so we just got one. We just invested all our savings into this stupid camera lens.
$10,000 worth of camera.
No, not really. But we are currently in Boulder. That's where the camera store was because Best Buy didn't have any. Actually, the one Best Buy showed us wasn't this, remember?
This one's cooler.
Yeah, this lens is much cooler. So yeah, now that we're in Boulder, we're gonna have a brunch at my favorite place, which is The Buff.
You don't have to have it zoomed out.
Yeah,
they're not gonna be able
so
to see us.
Cool. Okay, so we're about to get there. We'll see you when we get there. Yum. This is why we come here, guys.
Atáscate, Matiana.
Here's our brunch.
I'm flying out. It's been a while. Okay, guys, we're back with another sit-down video. Today we'll be...
We've been vlogging today.
Oh yeah, we vlogged actually. Apparently you guys know everything about us, so we'll see how good at assuming you guys are. Let's get right into it.
Okay. So I actually asked you guys on my Instagram because obviously most of you guys that follow me. Okay, so I asked you guys to send me your assumptions on Instagram, and I also let you guys know that it was going to be anonymous. So we won't be saying any usernames, but do know that we do see your usernames, so we know exactly who assumed something.
You guys made me very sad.
Some of you guys were nice though and said like, oh, I don't actually think this, but it could be good for the video. So that's fine. I think I'll start and then you'll go.
Yeah.
So it's not juicy. We're gonna start off.
I'm already sweating.
We're gonna start off nicely. She said you choose the movie on movie nights.
Whoa.
That's true. I do hold the record for choosing the best movies.
No,
Babe, don't even start.
No.
And
she said choosing, not choosing the best.
Yeah, still, but I still choose them.
Okay.
So I hold the record for choosing the best movies, putting him on the best shows and best YouTubers. So just saying, my record is clean with that one.
Okay. ¿Se comen los mocos? Or should I not say it? Y'all want kids already. True. Well,
No.
I want kids.
Jonathan has been wanting kids, but no, we don't want kids already. Not yet, guys.
I just said I do.
Oh. I mean,
do.
I'm not ready for kids. I'm not ready to put my body through it. I'm not ready to be selfish. Selfless. And I'm not ready to bring a kid into the world just yet.
Yeah, obviously, guys, it's so easy. Like, I don't have to do anything.
Your body doesn't change.
Yeah, I just get to say I want one, but she has to go through all that. So whenever she's ready.
This is funny. You've always liked to drink, but you just waited to turn 21 to do it. This is actually false.
That a lot.
Yeah. And in my last video, which was La Peda del Sábado, I don't know if you guys watched it on my channel, but you do see me drinking, and people are like, la que no tomaba, or people are like, you were just like putting a front for the media. But honestly, no, before I turned 21, I did not like to drink. I didn't have like go-to drinks. I hadn't tried good drinks, I guess, so I did not like to drink, and I did not drink before I turned 21. Now that I'm 21, I found good drinks, and I like to drink. So yeah. I wasn't fronting for social media, but I guess I kind of did it the right way. I waited till 21, so.
Okay, this is a juicy one. He is still, I don't like that word, still, really toxic. Thumbnail. Okay, am I toxic, babe?
No, you're not anymore.
Don't lie. Don't lie. Tell me the truth.
Okay, so we're being obviously unfiltered, and we want to be real with you guys. Obviously, on our last video we said like, oh, we can give you advice, blah blah blah. That's being because Jonathan has changed a lot. Now, the first, 2 years we were in high school, he was really extremely immature. He didn't really care about hurting people.
What? Okay, you're being too
No, I'm not kidding, because I've said this in my video before. Jonathan went through his party phase, through his IDGAF phase, in high school, and I didn't. So when he was going through that,
you did.
no, I didn't. When he was going through that, I was like, and he was really toxic. He was like the one that would break up with me the weekend. He would break up with me on Thursday so he could go out during the weekend.
I'm not gonna put this in.
Yes,
No way.
he would go out during the weekend, and on Monday he'd be like, "Just kidding, I love you so much."
babe.
And then we would get back together.
No, that's.
But it was like, yeah. But no, he's not toxic.
Oh, there you go, guys. I'm not holding a gun up to her, nothing. I don't have a knife. My hands are right here.
He is
I'm not.
paying me to make this video though.
I'm not toxic. Ooh, this one's deep. Y'all aren't really in love. You just stay together because you're afraid to be with someone else.
What do you think, babe?
Oh, guys, that's dumb. There's no way in heck I would marry someone, live with someone, think about having babies with someone, go through an immigration process with someone just because I'm scared to be with someone else. No, that's dumb.
And on my side, I wouldn't have waited for you to change and for you to mature. I wouldn't be with you if I didn't love you, you know? If I didn't love you, I would have been like, okay, someone said your parents didn't want you to date each other. Dun dun dun. At the beginning, honestly, my mom was more of the type like, you're 15, you can't have a boyfriend. But that did not stop me. No, actually, have your parents ever been like, no, you can't date her?
My parents from day one really liked her.
Actually, Jonathan, when he was with me, like he was on the train, he was going good, and we would break up and he'd fall off the train.
Yeah, my parents really liked her because I would be home early every day.
He would be nice.
I'd be nice, but when we would break up, ya me locaba. Alright guys, this one, you guys hit me hard with this one. Your husband le gusta ponerse bien pedo.
True.
No, not anymore, guys. Actually, that video, if you come from Jalissa's channel about La Peda El Sábado, where you guys see me drinking shots, I haven't drank like that in a minute, right?
You drink with your friends every weekend, you lie.
But I don't get like that.
Yeah, you do.
No, guys, I'm a classy drinker now. Like una cheve, me dura toda la noche, I'll babysit it, a cup of wine, something to, you know, swallow my wings with. But no, antes sí me gustaba ponerme bien pedo. Al frío, porque hacía mucho frío. Pero ya no. Guys, I'm getting too old for that. Hangovers are bad now.
This one says, you regret putting the rough patches of y'all's relationship online. I would say yes. I regret putting a lot of personal things online because at the end of the day, like, there's people that are still like, oh, but didn't this happen? Didn't you do this? And like at the end of the day, also people think they know my whole life story and like they know me personally. So like these assumptions that you guys are sending in, like you guys that's just assuming, and like assuming is really bad for people because you can assume one thing but know absolutely nothing. Like right now, I don't know, it's crazy, but I do regret putting some of our rough patches or even some of my close relationships and friendships online because something happens and then people start assuming like, oh, you guys did this, oh, you guys don't like each other, you don't talk to each other, stuff like that. And at the end of the day, that's not how it is. And I just think that assuming is a sickness. So don't assume things you guys don't know about. But yes, I do regret it because now look at us and it looks all dumb, but whatever.
All dumb,
all stupid,
but here we are, so judge us.
Please cut out all of these parts where I'm touching my hair, okay?
Hey guys, obviously you guys are here for the freaky content, so we'll give you the freaky content. You guys assume, like a lot of people assume, that we are freaky and we like to do the naughty every day.
That's false.
That is false, guys. Right now it is cold outside, it's snowing. There's no way in heck.
It's not like we're outside.
We have our
times
during the year, like some months or some weeks. I don't know if this is TMI, but we'll like every day, 2 times a day for like a week straight. And then there's just times where
not in like a week.
Not like nothing in a week or 2 weeks. And I think that's actually really nice for the fact that when we do again, it's like
nice.
This is weird. I don't even. But yeah, we don't like. I don't know. Oh, when we first started dating though? Oh yeah, I guess. When we first started dating, guys, like 5 times in a day.
You're not putting this in there, babe. That is disgusting.
But anyways, yeah, I don't think we're putting any of that. Ooh, someone came at you.
This girl said, I assume that you don't know how to cook. I wouldn't say I'm the best cook. Babe!
I'm kidding. La sopa maruchana?
I wouldn't say I'm the best cook. I would say I'm like kind of learning still, but I cook a pretty mean pasta.
Yeah.
I've been learning to cook like healthy stuff, but if you tell me to make pozole, I'm not gonna make you pozole, you know?
Yeah. I like to cook.
No, he never cooks, guys.
But I know how to.
No, you don't. Why don't you then?
Because I'm tired.
Of what?
Blanca shows more her lovey-dovey side rather than Jonathan.
That's true.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Guys,
babe.
Jalissa likes to do a lot of PDA, and I don't like that because if I don't like to see it, then why should I be doing it? And when we're like in the room by ourselves, I'll always be touching her and hugging her and hugging her, but she'll be like, "Hey, get away! I need to reply to Instagram comments," which is fine.
That's false.
Funny.
Don't put them on a false thing.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't tell you to get off of me.
Yeah, you're like, babe, stop doing that.
No, when you were grabbing my boobs like this. That's true though. Jonathan does show his lovey-dovey side when we're private, and I show it more in public on vlogs, like I want to like make out and stuff.
Yeah.
But
see that? But no, I'm definitely really affectionate towards her now.
you guys see him like out and about, he's like, oh, whatever. But when we're here, he cannot fall asleep unless I'm hugging him.
Nah, stop.
I assume Jonathan was always the one running back to you when you guys broke
I'm
up.
gonna start this shit.
Is it not?
No, it's not.
Really?
No, it's not.
We wouldn't be here if you hadn't ran back to me.
I didn't run. No one ran.
Wow, you drove your ass to my house.
No, I didn't. Guys, I think it's like with everything. We have our stages. Sometimes it just depends who messes up.
Yeah.
And I messed up more often. So why would she hit me up when I messed up, you know? Common sense. But when she messed up, I thought yore.
No. Hold on, you have like a hair sticking out of your butt. What the heck?
Yeah. Ew. Okay, we assume that your breakup was fake.
I wish.
Guys, no breakups have been fake at all. That's a really hard thing to fake.
I wish it was though, because
maybe they seem fake because Miss over here will disproportion the whole thing, make it a big deal, make it a national holiday, and then we're back together the next day.
No, but this last breakup, we broke up for quite a long time. Jonathan moved states and a whole shindig went.
So that was not fake at all.
But yeah, I wish it would have been because I would have saved myself some pain. But like we explained it before, Jonathan did some growing, I did some going out and partying, and when we got back together, it was just perfect. How do people know?
I see you, Becky. Okay, this one's really good. This one's really good. Jonathan in the past stopped you from evolving, and pursuing YouTube. Tell him, babe. Tell him. Tell him the truth.
This is actually false. Jonathan used to be, well, he still is, but even when I started doing YouTube, he was the main one pursuing me to do YouTube. He would be like, did you upload? Did you film? Like, what did you film? Like, he would always be really supportive. And I mean, he still is, but now it's more of like, why haven't you uploaded? You know, like now it's more like
reply to the comments, everything.
Yeah, but he never stopped me. He never, like, it was always, and like we said before, he's never been the jealous type, especially with my career. Like, that's never gotten in the way. So no, that's false. He actually did the opposite and would always pursue.
And all those pictures on YouTube where she's showing off a little bit more skin or a little more side profile, I encourage her to post that, guys.
Yeah.
Actually.
And he takes them.
And I take them. So don't come in at me with that machista vibe, because that is not
He used to be machista. He had a little bit of machismo.
Yeah, but that's just like every Mexican guy that's insecure.
Yeah.
Y'all are secretly pregnant?
We're not secretly pregnant, guys. Yet. Just kidding. I assume that you guys are happier than ever being married.
Yeah. Guys, I'm personally, as a man, happier now that I'm married. I like being a married man. I know that's gonna seem fake to a lot of people, but I actually enjoy being married. I don't know. It gives me more peace out of my mind.
Yeah, and we've answered this a lot of times before, but like we said, it brought peace into our lives, and I think now we're better than ever. And no, I think someone said, oh, you guys only got married so you would never break up again.
Yeah.
That's not true, because even then, if you're married, so okay, this is what I want to say. If you have a very toxic relationship and you think getting pregnant to keep the guy or getting married to keep the guy is going to magically change things, it's not. If you get pregnant, he can still leave you, and if you get married and you guys are already toxic and having problems, if you get married, it's gonna be worse and it's gonna be harder to get out of. You guys argue often but solve things out.
There, finally, a good assumption. Yes, guys, that is very true. We argue a lot. But it's little things.
We do not argue a lot. Yeah.
We argued this morning. We argued last night. We argued the morning of yesterday.
We argue because, yeah, like we said, we're different. Jonathan is very impatient. I'm very patient. I think just because we're completely different people, we do argue, we have disagreements, but it's nothing major that would make us like...
Yeah. And I've been learning to like cope with it, guys. Like now...
Compromise is what we're doing.
Yeah, no, there's no compromising. It's just me chilling out, zenning out, and just relaxing until everything just... Because before we would just yell and escalate things, and literally the smallest thing would make us stop talking to each other, which is dumb. I think Jonathan went back with you porque quería agarrar seguidores in YouTube. Oh, you guys caught me.
For the clout.
Subscribe. No, guys, obviously, no, I don't... How do I explain this? I like the whole editing. I think I've told you guys this. I like the whole editing aspect of YouTube, recording, doing pictures and stuff like that. But I do not like being in front of the camera. No quiero seguidores, guys. Honestly, my life, with or without social media, is fine. Tus papás piensan que estoy feíto.
Y'all would break up and get back together all the time because Jonathan was a hoe.
No.
But he ain't a hoe no mo.
No. Is that really what it said?
Yeah.
He ain't a hoe no more?
No, I said that because they're meant.
Guys, I was never a hoe. I have a very I think we're gonna make a deep video about this. I just don't like things in my childhood affected me not wanting to be bossed around, especially by a woman. So everything Jalissa said, anything would piss me off and like would make me explode just to like como dice, yeah, disagree with her, just because of like what happened, the way I grew up basically. So I had to do a lot of internal, like, you know, it's not her fault, it's like she's perfect. And honestly, it wasn't even because of that. The majority of the times that we broke up never had to do, I don't think ever, it was always like we fought and I was like, you know what, like F that, and then we would break up. But it never had to do with hoes.
It never had to do with like him leaving me for someone or me leaving him for someone.
It was just really like little things that would escalate and explode. It was just that
Jonathan had a different coping mechanism, and back then if we got mad at each other, the only solution was to break up.
Yeah, guys, that's how bad we were. Like the only solution was to break up. And it was also my fault. I took advantage of Jalissa a lot in the sense that she would like come running back to me in the beginning because she was young.
And because I would forgive him. Anything he did, I would forgive him.
Yeah, and then it got to a point where she like, you know, she's like, okay, whatever. She caught onto my bullshit, and then she got tired of it. And that would make me even more mad, which make her even more mad. And then we'd just be toxic to each other like that.
I assume that you've had a pregnancy scare before. Dun dun dun. I remember like going home from school one day and like I was bloated as heck, and
this was with her ex-boyfriend, by the way.
Shut up, stupid. And I literally thought that I could be pregnant because I didn't get on birth control till like, how long?
Like a year in.
Like a year in. So yeah, took a lot of Plan Bs, so that's kind of bad.
Guys, this is another question. He looks like he's rude to you sometimes. Is that something?
Yeah.
No, that's not true. It's so funny because when we're at my parents' house, it's not like I treat her bad or anything like that, but I feel like I just don't have to like fake it here or filter it like when we're in her house for respect out of her towards her parents. So like I'll make like, or like not even be rude to you, I'll just be like a little bit less impatient, and my mom would be like, oh, stop. But I'm like here in her house, ella se vuela mucho y me trata mal a mí.
No es cierto.
So we're
they
like,
don't lie
it levels out.
This one, it says se reprochan cosas del pasado. So basically you guys dwell on the past a lot. Negative. I think that's the key to our relationship.
We used to.
Okay, but
That was the main biggest thing, guys, that we used to fight about back then. Like, I'm an overthinker, so I would overthink about things that happened in the past and stuff like that. And things that don't even make sense. Like, have you seen that meme? I'm gonna answer it.
Yeah.
When you find out she had boyfriends before you. But yeah, stuff like that, guys. It's literally so dumb. But
yeah.
and she did too, because the cosas del pasado were present during us. So, but now, guys, I feel like marriage literally was like a reset button in terms of overthinking. Like, it really settled my heart. And once I knew and I established in my head that like this is a person I want to marry, then those things just went away because they're not worth, like, you can't go back, guys. You can't go back in time, so why?
You can't dwell on the past because you can't go back and change it. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't be mad at things that you can't change because that's just how it is. And
Like,
you can't change it.
guys, sit in a chair and try to go back in time. Like, try to really hard. You can't. It's just like that. Unless that guy, that certain individual, is still has those same traits that cause you that pain from the past, then yeah, I feel like.
We're not saying stay in a toxic relationship and like
No,
if
we're
he's,
saying stay out of it or changed.
yeah, we're not saying like if he's not changing, you have to wait around and change. No, because like the saying goes too, the person will only change for someone they want to be with.
Yeah.
So that's what happened with Jonathan. If he was still the same person that he was a few years ago, I can guarantee you that we would not be on speaking terms at all whatsoever.
No.
But he changed. I even have friends that look at me and they're like, oh my god, like that we're at our engagement, and they're like, that I talk to now or that I've gone to brunch with and stuff, they're like, it's so crazy to see that you guys are now married, and like knowing that he changed, like it's crazy, like it gives us hope, you know. And I was like,
yeah, guys, if you want a story time on like how I used to be and how our relationships and like the hardships, because I know a lot of comments have been, and we see you guys like do a video regarding your like advice or your hardships, how you went through them. If you guys want a video regarding that, we'd be more than happy to, because by no means are we like expert relationship experts.
Either.
All the advice, the things that led me to change came from obviously experience, but also my parents. I thank my mom and dad for giving me really good advice, which helped me change a lot. We went through a lot of hardships that we wouldn't have surpassed without the faith of God
And without our parents.
Science.
And without our parents' advice too.
Because there's a lot of psychology, guys. I actually had therapy for a while, and that's another question I got back in a video I filmed a while ago. Hispanics, Mexicans do not like seeking help in terms of our mental health. So I think that's very important, and I advise you guys, if you have Medicaid, there's a lot of free therapists. If you don't, just talk to someone, or we're here to listen to you guys.
Yeah.
I really mean that. We get a lot of DMs, but if you guys are ever going through it, that's something that means a lot to me. You guys can always reach out, and we'll try our best to answer you guys with some advice, just so you don't feel alone.
But also we did let you guys know in our last video that if you wanted us to do an advice video, we would be more than open to doing it. But then Jonathan came up with the greatest idea that at the end of every single video that we upload, we will have like an advice section.
Yeah.
And this is mostly for him, obviously, because he's, well, I guess for both of us. But at the end of every video, we'll have an advice section. And if you guys comment, like if say you comment down below in this video a question like, hey, I'm dealing with this, how do I go through it? We can keep it anonymous too. You can let us know.
Yeah.
And at the end of every video, we'll answer one question or give one piece of advice to anyone seeking it. So
yeah, if you guys want, obviously,
let
like
us know
I said,
if you
I'm
like that
no
idea.
Dr. Phelps,
Phil.
Dr. Phil, but I can speak in terms of a guy, and she can speak.
And we can speak from experience. We actually feel really, really blessed and happy that you guys look to us for advice, because I don't know, I mean, it's a good feeling to know that there's people out there that actually look up to us. So if you guys want to learn or want to ask for advice, just know it's coming from our experience and
books.
So I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below if you guys want advice or whatever you want, actually. Jonathan always likes and replies to comments.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, share, whatever you want, and put us on your Instagram story so we can post.
Yeah, this was our assumptions video. Thank you guys so much to everyone that sent an assumption. No hard feelings, obviously, if you wrote something a little bit mean, we don't mind it. Obviously, we
would get mad if it was true.
Yeah, we would get mad if it was true, like, oh, they're onto us. But we have nothing to hide, guys. We love you. We appreciate your beautiful, nice comments that honestly make my day. and at work go by so much faster when I'm seeing all your guys' comments. So thank you very much for that.
Yep. And I think that's it for today's video.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.